Welcome to today's episode of Money Mindset. I've got a question for you. What if the key to unlocking more wealth, success, and abundance in your life isn't about what you do, but about how you feel about who you are? Today, we'll explore the powerful connection between self worth and financial success, and why it is more important than ever to align your mindset and actions to the wealth you deserve. I'll give you some practical tools and techniques to transform your relationship with money. If you're tired of feeling like there's never enough, or you have tried every strategy but still seem to hit a ceiling, this episode is for you. By the end of this 15-minute podcast, you will have an actionable insight to break through your limiting beliefs, shift your financial blueprint, and start taking inspired action towards your dream life. So, whether you are already on a wealth journey or just getting started, stay tuned. This is your time to elevate your financial mindset and embrace abundance like never before. Let's dive in. The first concept I wanted to touch on was the power of thoughts, words, and action in changing our reality. Let's kick off with this one. It's a deeply rooted idea in ancient philosophies that teaches that when we change our internal world, our external reality starts to shift as well. According to this teaching, everything in your life, including your finances, begins with your thoughts. If you believe that money is hard to come by, or you're not worthy of receiving money, or you can't be trusted with money, that's exactly what you'll experience. However, if you start thinking about money and wealth as abundant and accessible, and start noticing that you are worthy of abundance, you will start noticing opportunities and ideas and actions that reflect this new belief. Often, the fact that when we don't believe that we are worthy of something, is so often the reason why we can't seem to attract or create it, because we end up subconsciously sabotaging what we're trying to attract. And another very important thing to remember here is the power of words. If you're constantly saying, either externally or internally, that I can't earn this much, I'm not skilled, I'm not good enough, you're basically reinforcing this limiting beliefs, and you are creating a reality by telling a story that you're not good enough. But when you change your words, both external and internal, to show that how you're worthy of abundance and success, you send a different signal to your brain and universe. And finally, actions. It's not enough to think and speak positively and think that you're worthy. You have to act in ways that aligns with these new beliefs. If you believe you deserve abundance, you're worthy of abundance, you will start making choices that reflect that. This could mean taking a small step to ask for a raise, invest in a course, or letting go of a bad habit. So start by observing how you think your self worth around money is. Do you think you're worthy of money? Do you think you can be trusted with money? And remember, if you think you're not deserving, if you think you can't be trusted, then that's what the external reality will reflect. Now, let's talk about one of the most important concepts when it comes to financial success, the difference between an abundance mindset and a scarcity mindset. An abundance mindset is the belief that there's more than enough money, success, and opportunities to go around. People with an abundance mindset see wealth as unlimited and available to everyone, including themselves. They often have higher self worth. They feel confident in their ability to attract what they need and desire. And they know that their only competition is with themselves. They don't compete with others, and they know that there's always more to come. On the other hand, a scarcity mindset often operates from the belief that resources, especially money, are limited, and also that somehow we're not deserving of them or we can't get them. Those with this mindset constantly fear that there's not enough to go around, uh, often leading them to compete, hoard, or struggle for what little is available. Scarcity often also links to uh, anxiety, jealousy, and even self sabotage because you have subconscious beliefs like if someone else wins, I lose. Or it is hard to get this and I'm not good enough to get that. So here is when it gets interesting. The mindset you hold directly impacts your financial results. If you're constantly focusing on what's lacking, including how good you are, you will find more reason to feel scarce. But if you shift your focus on what's abundant in your life and how you deserve abundance, you will start to attract more of the same. So start small by identify one area where you feel scarcity, whether it's your income, opportunities, or time, and then consciously look for abundance in that area. And also why you're worthy of it. Remember, what we focus on grows. So make the shift to focusing on abundance today and watch how your world starts to transform. The other uh, way which our self worth impacts our financial success is the impact it has on the limiting beliefs, financial blueprint, and upper limit. These are some of the core beliefs and subconscious programming that can hold you back from financial success. Limiting beliefs are negative and often subconscious beliefs that hold you about money, success, and your own worthiness. These beliefs might have been ingrained in you during your childhood, from your family, from your society. For example, beliefs like you will never get what you want, you're not good enough, money doesn't come to people like you. Over time, these beliefs form barriers around your ability to attract wealth, often without even realizing like this. And they will often show up in thoughts like, I'm not good with money, I don't deserve to be wealthy, money is hard to get. And the first step to overcoming these limiting beliefs is become aware of them. Look for recurring thoughts about money that don't feel empowering or why you can't have money. Once you identify them, you can start challenging them and replace them with a more empowering beliefs. Financial blueprint is a related concept which refers to your subconscious programming around money that you have developed throughout your life. Your financial blueprint governs how much money you think you deserve. And when you have high self worth, you think you deserve more. And when you have a low self worth, you may deserve that you don't deserve a lot. Your financial blueprint will govern how much money you think you deserve, how you handle it, and what you believe is possible for you to earn. Again, the more your self worth thinks that you have the skills to earn, the more you will earn. It's like reflection. And it's like a thermostat setting that controls how much success you allow yourself to experience. If your financial blueprint was set at a lower level and a low self worth is often a cause for why it is, you may find yourself struggling to save or attracting situations that causes financial stress. But the good news is you can reprogram your financial blueprint by shifting your beliefs, especially your beliefs about your self worth and how good you are and why you deserve success. Once you upgrade your self worth, you will start taking new actions that align with your upgraded financial blueprint. The upper limit is also an interesting concept. It was discussed originally by Gay Hendricks in his book, The Big Leap. It is a subconscious ceiling when we reach a certain level of success, happiness, or wealth. When you hit this upper limit, your mind may try to pull you back to a more comfortable, familiar level of success because you feel safer, even if it means sabotaging your own progress. You might notice it in subtle ways. Maybe you'll get a raise, but then find yourself overspending or creating conflict at work that leads to setback. This is your upper limit trying to pull you back down to where it feels comfortable. And again, the more your self worth, the more you feel that you deserve success, the higher your upper limit would be. And often, when you find that your upper limit is stuck to some certain situations, it may be a belief about your own self, about your own worth that may be causing it. And to break free from these limits, it's essential to raise your financial thermostat. Start by identifying your current upper limit, the point where you feel financially stuck, and then do something that stretches your comfort zone, even if it's small. For example, if you've never invested in yourself, consider enrolling in a course that can help you grow. If you've never raised your rates, tell yourself you're good enough and ask for more money. Take that step today. The key is awareness and taking consistent and intentional action. Let's now talk about money personalities. This is a concept that can have a huge impact on how you manage and attract money. Uh, just like we all have different personality traits in a relationship or work, we have a unique relationship with money, and uh, this relationship with money is often determined by our money personality, which is a way of interacting with money. And understanding your money personality can help you identify your strength and areas for growth in your financial life. You can take the free quiz. The link is below in the notes to find what your money personality is. Honestly, it will be an eye opener. And each of these money personalities have different strengths and what I call the shadow sides. And your strengths are often the things you think well about yourself, like they reflect the positives in your self worth. And the challenges are often coming from or are impacting the things where you have low self worth. That is why finding a money personality is often a very good way to understanding your financial situation and to understand how you naturally handle money. So take that uh, quiz there. Now let's go through some of the techniques on how you can change your beliefs about your own worthiness and some of the techniques you can use to create manifestation in your life. The first thing which I wanted to touch was OCP process, which is a very powerful process to shift your mindset and break free from old limiting patterns. The OCP process stands for Origin Stories, Connect the Dots, and Pattern Interrupter. Our origin stories is the narrative we have created around money, which is based on what you have learned growing up, your family, or from society. These stories are formed early in life and can include beliefs like, there's not enough for me, or I'm not good enough. And these stories now shape how you relate with money. To begin the OCP process, you need to identify your origin story. So think about, what is the first message you received about money? Was it ever connected to how good you were or how bad you were? For example, if you were if you did something naughty as a child, was did your parents ever told you you can't buy that toy, or they withheld your pocket money for a week? Once you have identified your origin story, next step is to connect the dots between that story and your current financial pattern. Ask yourself, how is your current money behavior tied to the self beliefs, beliefs about your self worth you have picked up in past? Are you repeating the patterns of struggle or limitation? And once you have connected the dots, you can recognize how these old beliefs are impacting your financial decision and where you may be sabotaging yourself. The final step is to pattern interrupt, which is a conscious and deliberate action that breaks you out of your old limiting behaviors. When you notice yourself falling into old money patterns like you're not good enough, you will never earn money, you will never get out of the situation, interrupted by doing something different, something that challenges that belief. And some of the good interrupters are doing techniques like Oponopono, which is a technique where which is a Hawaiian technique of reconciliation and emotional healing, where you say four phrases: uh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So this can act as a very good pattern interrupter. And other thing is doing tapping or EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. And you can use that to, when you constantly feel that you are in a pattern, you're thinking in a certain way, you can use tapping. There are a lot of videos for tapping to break the pattern. Some other things you can do is meditation, um, or take small, like take an action which you feel uncomfortable with. It's to basically break the pattern, what your limiting stories are telling you. You take something to break that pattern. Some of the other manifestation techniques you can that can help you uh, attract more health and financial success by aligning your thoughts, energy, and actions and self-worth are looking for evidence to support your beliefs. So, one of the foundational techniques of manifestation is the idea that more you look for evidence of something, the more you will find it. Uh, like that is the law that what you focus on expands. So, if you believe you're worthy of abundance, start looking for evidence to support that. It could be anything from receiving a small amount of money, like a tax refund, a small gift, finding money on ground, a free cup of coffee, a discount, to witness. So you can even say that when you witness others succeed financially, that's a sign that success is coming to you because you are worthy. And every time this happens, it's a proof that that belief that you are worthy of abundance and abundance is coming to you is real. You can also start what I call a manifestation or evidence journal and jot down every instance where abundance or money shows up, no matter how small. So this will keep you tuned into energy of abundance, and the more you focus on it, the more it will grow. You can write that I am worthy of abundance because I found some money today. I got a free coffee. Write as many evidence as you can, and believe me, there's not no right or wrong. It is about if that thing looks like evidence to you, not if that thing looks like evidence to anyone else. And one very good other way of changing your financial reality is telling a new story. So your money story has been written by your past experiences, and you're constantly repeating it, whether internal, like in the internal monologue that's happening, or externally. And manifesting the life you want begin with telling a new empowered story about your relationship with money and why you're worthy of having money and success. And so when you talk to yourself, tell yourself that I am worthy of abundance because, and list all the evidence you have found. Or if you see that something is not working out, instead of saying like things never work out for me, make your inner dialogue that, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to show how great I am at resolving issues like this. When you shift your inner dialogue, your reality changes. And one a very other good technique, which I tell everyone, is tracking the money coming in. Just what we focus on grows. So the idea is to notice and celebrate every small amount of money, no matter how small. This can be a bonus, a refund, a gift, again, a discount. You can track it in a spreadsheet, or you can download one of the apps. Remember, what you focus on grows. So start tracking your money coming in. And again, visualization is a very important way of doing it. Remember what you visualize. When you visualize the life you want to create, you're raising your vibration. So visualize, what does financial freedom looks like to you. The key here is feeling. You need to truly feel the emotion of already having what you desire. The more you can anchor those feelings, that's excitement, gratitude, or relief, or whatever feelings that you're feeling, the more you align with the reality you want to manifest. Remember, if you try to force yourself to feel something, it may not happen. What you need to do is imagine it, visualize it, and then see what feelings come up. Don't tell yourself that, oh, I'm going to feel very excited. See what feelings come up when you imagine it. You may have to play with it a bit, but then you will find it. One more ways in which you can use self-worth in your financial success is stepping out of your comfort zone and taking inspired action. This is one of the most crucial components of financial success. That is stepping out of your comfort zone and taking an inspired action. It's often we're staying in our comfort zone and not taking an action because we feel we're not good enough and or we will fail. But if you remember, growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. And once you once you believe that, once you take that action, it will also enhance your self worth. So, because you're going out of your comfort zone, you're doing something you were scared of, and you are bound to feel better about yourself. Remember, taking inspired action isn't about forcing yourself into overwhelming situations. It is about listening to your inner guidance and taking steps that feel aligned with your vision of financial success. It comes from a place of intuition, not desperation. It feels right, even if it feels challenging. And again, when you take that inspired action, your self-worth increases, and when your self-worth increases, you think you're worthy of more, and when you think you're worthy of more comes your way. And one more way of increasing your self-worth and not letting those old beliefs about past and why you're deserving is being in the moment and feeling good now. uh, we often make a mistake of thinking about the mistakes we made in past, especially about money, or worrying about future, or thinking that why we are not good enough. Because often why we think we're not good enough is because we are looking at the past evidence which we have seen. Like we may have not done well in studies, or we may have made a mistake, because no one has no one bonds thinking that they're not good enough. When we think we're not good enough, because it's because either someone told us that or we made an observation and drew conclusion. But if we live in the moment and try to feel good now, that can be a big step in changing our self-worth, because we are just being in the moment and not thinking about what a past experience has told us are our good or bad qualities. The key to attracting abundance is not waiting for the right moment to feel good. It's about feeling good now. When you're in the present moment and appreciate the now, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. And it's also about releasing the attachment to the outcome and trusting that universe is working in your favor. When you enjoy the present moment, you raise your vibration, you feel good about yourself, and attract more of what you want because you're already in alignment with energy of abundance. The other piece I wanted to cover, which is amazing, is picturing the life you want. Now, to create the life you desire, it is essential to see it clearly in your mind, as we discussed earlier. Think about what your dream life looks like, and then think about what would the person living my dream life do today. And if these actions are within your power, Start doing them now. Again, this will basically, remember, our reality is us pictured outside. So if you already start taking steps to becoming the person who has your reality, the reality has to change, to shift, to 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 shift to match that person. And also, again, when you start taking steps which the person living your ideal life has, your belief in your worthiness and your self-worth automatically increases. And when your belief in what you deserve increases, what comes to you also increases, and that helps you attract that abundance. So ask, what would the person living my dream life do today? And if these actions are within your power, start taking them. So this brings us to the end of our podcast. To wrap up, remember, financial success is deeply tied to your self worth, mindset, and actions, and they all play into each other. By shifting limiting beliefs, stepping out of your comfort zone, and taking inspired action, you can align yourself with wealth and abundance by reshifting what you think you deserve. You can also use manifestation techniques, stay present, and raise your vibration with tools like Ho'oponopono and tapping. And always keep in mind that your thoughts, words, and action are powerful forces that shape your reality. I hope this podcast has inspired you to start making small but in fact impactful changes in your life. Because remember, you're worthy of financial freedom and success. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on money mindset and more podcasts on money mindset. If you want to book a free 30-minute call with me to find out how I can help you shift your money mindset, release your money blocks, and increase your income, please email me. Our next episode, which will drop on Thursday, 27th Feb, tomorrow, is on something very important: how to overcome negative thoughts about money. So until next time, stay abundant, take inspired action, and always believe in your power to create your own financial reality. Thank you.